build more schools, less jails. Build more schools, less jails. And we walk around everywhere. Build more schools. We protest. Build more schools, less jails. Put money into education, not prisons. There's a fundamental problem with that approach, in my opinion.
Leftist governors of these blue states, including mine, they trying to puff their chests up and put some bass in their voice and trying to say, we're standing against Trump. We're going to Trump-proof. We're not going to allow this Trump administration to come in and harm our people. Ugh. Whatever, bitch. You will submit. You will do what you're told. Did you forget about that thing known as federal funding? We have a supermajority. We have the House. We have the Senate. We have the executive branch. And we have the Supreme Court. Pritzker of Illinois. Maura Healey of Massachusetts. California, Governor Gavin Newsom, aka Patrick Bateman of American Psycho. One and the same. The similarities are glaring. Interesting. The new governor-elect Bob Ferguson of Washington State. Phil Murphy of New Jersey. You're all trying to step up to the mic. Oh, let us not forget the psycho Mary Kay lady. There's a couple of them running around. Kathy Hochul. Here you come up against New York. We will fight you, bitch. Go fix your damn wrinkled up ass face. You ain't gonna do shit. None of you. None of you. You have no power. You people, you will submit and you will do what you're told. You don't have the purse strings. Because see, Pritzker, J.B. Pritzker of Illinois, the Pillsbury Doughboy over there, your state is over $1 billion in debt. You have $1 billion deficit. A lot of it comes from all the illegals that you have been supporting over the last 4 years because you thought you were going to get all this federal money from Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. Didn't work out that way. You got some, but not enough. So you have run your state into the ground, and now you want to raise property taxes again after promising not to. And you gonna stand there and talk about we will resist Donald Trump. What you gonna do? Come up out of your pocket? You will submit and you will do what you're told. You all will. You're gonna be just like these world leaders who are calling him names a month ago, and now they're like, Mr. President, may I be the first to congratulate you like Emmanuel Macron of France. May I be the first. Sir, hello, how are you? My God, your wife, she's gorgeous. We've always known. How are you? Is everything good? How's Barron? He sure is grown like a weed. My goodness gracious. You know, that thing I said, that thing it's the medication. It's the medication, sir. It's the medication. I wasn't myself. But you know what? I am so glad to work with you. Even the Taliban is calling this man. Hello, sir. How are you? We are so glad that you, we want to congratulate. I know you do. I know you do. All of y'all bastards who have who you cheered on when he was sitting in a freezing cold courtroom, fate undetermined at that point, chomping at the bit. Even Xi Jinping of China is like, we are so glad to work with the president. You motherfuckers. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Dare I use the term revenge? You know what's revenge? Is watching you all squirm. It gives me such a warm fuzzy. You will do what you're told because you need the federal funding to keep your to keep your states going. You will do what you're told. See how this works? This is very easy. Stop getting up there, puffing your chest up, trying to pretend you're in control. You're not. You're all losers. Every last one of you. And you have run your states into the ground. Your people don't even like you. You're only there because there's still a lot of shenanigans in the voting system. You know, that's getting fixed too. But anyway, yeah. To all you governors who are supposedly coming against Donald Trump, you will submit and you will do what the fuck you're told.
Women, we so stuck up in this feminism with having a choice that we got to feel liberated that we don't even realize the consequences of our actions. Like, we want to run around here and call a man a deadbeat if he don't want the baby, but bitch, you can go kill the baby and get a pat on the back when you don't want it.
Break! Then when we standing on business, I'm a big stepper, underground method.
1-866-347-2423. Hello, Ice? Yeah, I got one.
Bam. Let's talk about this 4B movement real quick. I love how, like, they shout, fuck the misogyny, while they're shaving their heads and abstaining from sex because a man is in the White House. How's that patriarchy looking for you, ladies? You just gonna let a man dictate what you do with your body? I thought that was the opposite of what you wanted. You guys don't even know what you want. It's so sad, but it's so much fun to watch.
Hey, I just want to give some free advice to the white progressives, particularly white progressive women who may be thinking about marching against the Trump victory, maybe putting back on the P-word hats and doing that thing. I would just say probably don't send any of those invites to any black women you know. I'm just going to tell you right now, they're not coming. I'm pretty sure black women have resigned from the Save America Coalition, Save Democracy Coalition, and definitely the Save the Democratic Party Coalition. I think that's probably not happening. I would just keep those invites maybe among your own friends because I don't think they're coming. But yeah, I think black women are now on the Save Black Women, Prioritize Black Men, and prioritize black communities, black businesses, and you know, the black spaces, but Save America, Save the Democratic Party. Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
You will be blamed. The left will be blamed. Black people will be blamed. Latinos will be blamed. And as that blame game happens, and Democrats wish for you to be deported and for your home cities to be turned into parking lots in Gaza or Lebanon, remember that. Remember your relationship to that party and the people who are saying that about you, and let that inform your political decisions going forward.
Yeah.
Somebody said, oh, I don't know why black people laughing at Latinos and Hispanics, because if he gets away with this whole deportation situation, and he will, black people in the community is affected too. Everybody, all of y'all are going to be laughing until your Jamaican grandma is going away. Everybody laughing when the black community is filled of black immigrants as well, stuff like that. Okay. First, let me just say this. Black people aren't laughing at Latinos because we want something bad to happen to them now. We're not laughing at Hispanics because we are pleased with negative things happening to them or their fear. One, black people laugh to keep the pain away. And black people are funny as shit. I'm not gonna hold you because some of these jokes is fucking hilarious. That's just when y'all already know we funny as shit. Two, black people are laughing because we knew. Like, I want y'all to understand something. And I understand that y'all may not like it. And you may not even receive it because it's a black woman telling you this. And we know how y'all feel about black women. Y'all don't ever listen to this. But he has a hyper focus on certain people for a reason. And that reason really is because, in my belief, YT people never cared about anybody else but black people. YT people in America see things as black and white. This country has always been black and white to them. And all the rest of y'all in between, that's how they felt about y'all. I know y'all fought so hard to not be in the shadows of black people. Don't treat me like them. I'm not one of them. I'm not black. I'm Hispanic. I'm Latino. Don't do that like that. I'm not a minority. Or I want to be the model minority. Whatever it was. That's fine. That's cool because everybody deserves their own identity and I respect that. We understand that. Nonetheless, YT people never cared. In my prediction, YT people want to get this country back to its original form. Whole Make America Great Again, right? And the original form was it was black people, Native Americans, and white people. That was it. None of y'all over here. None of y'all were on the plantation with us. YT people see minorities as support for black people. Black people now know better. You all were able to come over here into this country and live a life of semi-luxury in comparison to us. You all were able to get benefits and privileges off of the backs because of us. YT people gave you adjacency. They gave you the model minority. They gave you a little bit more acceptance. They gave you better treatment, not because they liked you, not because they respected you, not because they seen you as equal, but it was to spite black people. You came in here on a higher, having a higher stance in the poll or hierarchy poll because of black people. One, black people fought for the right for you to even get over here and benefit from things. That's one, and one of the main important situations. And like I said, because two, white people wanted to spite black people. This is a fight between white America and black America. It ain't got nothing to do with y'all. So when black people are laughing in the sense, we're laughing because there's no gotcha moment over here with us. See, a group of people that knew that they would be in danger if these people won, there's no gotcha moment. We knew this. The laughter comes from you all that didn't. The laughter, unfortunately, behind some of us comes because you all are experiencing a gotcha moment. The gotcha moment for you all is you all believing that if you chose them, that you would be in favor. You all believing that you were going to escape or rise above or soar above the trauma that everybody like us, black people, were going to receive. The gotcha moment was that you thought, or that you let them convince you constantly that if you aligned yourself with them, that you would be safe. And the fact is that they convinced you that having privilege over rights was better. That's what you voted for. You voted for privilege over rights. And now they're here taking your fucking rights away. So you don't receive any privilege. You see how that fucking goes? Black people have been telling you to follow us for the longest. We've been carrying everything on our shoulders and leading you for the longest. All you had to do was side with us. And you continue to live the level of comfort that you've been living out here in America. Off the backs of us. Out of the spite for us. That they can't stand us. White people have always hyper-focused on black people. He ain't got no beef with Jamaica. He ain't got no beef with Trinidad and Tobago. He ain't got no beef with Grenada, Bahamas, Barbados, Turks and Caicos, Cayman Islands. He don't give a fuck about them. Even though he talks a little shit about Haiti, he don't give a fuck about them either. He don't give a fuck about Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone. He don't give a fuck about none of them. He's not focused on them. My prediction again. YT people would want more black people here because they want to benefit off of our labor. They want to benefit off of our culture. They want to benefit off of us and just completely harass and harm us. They don't care. So they need you out of the way. Remember when Trump said that immigrants was taking black jobs? You think that he wants to remove us? No, he wants to remove you all who were receiving a level of privilege above black people. Black people still not only had to fight our way to get into places because of YT people, we had to fight to get our places because y'all were getting some level of favor over us, even though you were here and reaping the benefits off of us. So now not only do they not have to go in competition with the model minority Asian, not only do they have to not go in competition with the Latino, not only do they not have to go into competition with the Middle Eastern, they only have to go into competition with us black people. And if they are majority in the power, you already know what they're going to do. They're going to overpower us. And now those jobs that were black jobs can go right back to us. We can go back to having the low paying jobs. They can kick us out of the executive positions and the high positions that we had to work 10 times as harder to get. You only had to work 4 times as harder to get. And they'll be back in alignment. Them at the top, us at the bottom, and nobody challenging them in the middle. So I want you to have that understanding. YT people never cared about y'all in between. Y'all were just there. I'm sorry to tell you the truth.
Somebody please tell me why the fuck y'all are out here shaving your heads. All because Kamala didn't fucking win. Please tell me what the fuck is that going to do? See somebody say they not dating men no more. They not having kids until they get married. Ain't that what the fuck we supposed to do? Then you got motherfuckers on here in their car screaming, spitting every fucking way. Do y'all not think y'all are being a tad bit fucking dramatic? I just didn't know this is how people react. Like, I understand being upset, but goddamn. Cutting your hair out? What the fuck is that going to solve? I'm not knocking nobody for being upset. You know, they have the fucking right to. I'm just saying maybe we shouldn't display it that way on the internet. Just maybe. And see, y'all already know they don't want a female president because they think that we get overly emotional. You kind of proving them right. Stop it!
Well, the elections are over, and we have all the Democrats trying to figure out what happened. How is it that all of these people in the country, over 50% of the people of the registered voters in our country, voted for Donald Trump? What happened? And you, instead of you looking at yourselves, you're looking at everyone else. I looked at several shows today, and they were talking about the people were racist. The men, the black men were misogynistic. The Hispanic men are misogynistic. The white men are racist. But you never said anything about the Democrat men. What's wrong with you? You have spewed hatred. You have had nothing to tell the American people to make us want to vote for you. Nothing. You had nothing. If you saw, I have had many videos, many people have asked, what is your party's platform? You never had one. Your party platform was one thing, and it was Donald Trump. And because of your hatred for Donald Trump, you thought that you can do everything you wanted to, and you were going to make the American public hate him. Guess what? When you decided that you were going to harm him physically, you made him a martyr. People started looking at him and said, this man is doing all of this just so he can help the United States of America. You had all of your ads talking about how he was Hitler and how he was going to do everything to our country and destroy the country, whereas we were watching you do the same thing that you were blaming him of doing. The same things. When you said people weren't going to be able to speak anymore, you were the ones who paid Mark Zuckerberg or forced them to keep people off of social media. You were the one that coined that term misinformation and said that anyone that said anything that you disagreed with, you needed to do something to them. Even one of your leaders even said that we might even have to put them in camps and deprogram them. You did that. You said that. So don't get mad at the American public when you have over 50% of us who decided that you are going in the wrong direction. When you decided that you were going to get people, entertainers that most of us would never pay to go and see. People that were twerking and doing all types of despicable things on stage that most of us could not relate to. You had them at your political rallies. How dare you look down upon us so much that you would think that was impressive to us? Or when you had all of your athletes come and try to threaten us about voting for your candidates. We don't care what an athlete says. An athlete has nothing in common with the average American family that cannot spend $200 and have one meal prepared for their families. So that was on you as well. And then all of the threats, not just to Donald Trump, but you were threatening people. And wait, I don't understand who you paid to do your campaign that told you that you could threaten 340 million people and get them to do what you said. Do you know, I don't know what you all have missed in history, but that didn't work 500 years ago. And it surely is not going to work today. When you decided that you were going to control all media and media was going to spend every bit of their time talking about Donald Trump. Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. When someone asks anybody from the Democrat Party any question about the economy, but Donald Trump, when you ask them about the wars, but Donald Trump, when you ask them about the children that were missing from the border, but Donald Trump, that's always your answer. Then you started really neglecting our people. You gave illegal immigrants up to $15,000 on a credit card. You paid for their housing. You paid for their food. You paid for childcare, whatever they needed, and then transportation for them to fly across the country. And you gave nothing to Americans. As the people in Lahaina lost their homes and suffered and lost their children, and you wouldn't even let them go in to find their children. As the people in Ohio, their water was poisoned by all of these derailments that were very suspicious. You never went to check on them. As the people in the southeastern part of our country were suffering from hurricanes, you did not give them anything. And so you wonder why Americans did not support your candidates. They did not support your candidates because you have totally lost a connection with the American people. And not just one group of people, you've lost it with Black people, Hispanic people, Muslim people, Armenian people from all different parts of the world who have come here, and they came here as legal immigrants at some time in their past. You have lost control of all of America. You have no connection. The only people that you have connections with, and I will never down other Americans, are people who have always been beholden to you because of history. You know, it's a historical thing. So they support you because they don't know any better. And so I say to you, when you start talking about us being unintelligent, us being racist, us being misogynistic, because it's only because of you. That's why. It has nothing to do with any of the above. It's because of you. You have lost control of the American public, and it's totally on you.
Black women, y'all out here looking crazy as hell, putting down and disrespecting y'all black brothers, y'all husbands, and y'all boyfriends. Sitting up here disrupting your happy homes just for a damn woman you barely know. You barely did any research on this woman who doesn't care anything about you, wanted you to unalive your baby. Her main policy that she didn't want to tell y'all is that she wants to give amnesty and keep that border open for the illegal immigrants. And she wants you to pay for it. Michelle Obama come out here and tell you to go against your happy home and your man. And this is what you're going to do? When Michelle Obama, she going to go home to Barack Obama, their $21 million mansion. And Kamala Harris going home to her white Jewish man who she loves in their $1 million mansion. And while you going to be at home mad as hell at your man. Girl, give me a break. Get it together. Wake up.
So Donald Trump has been reelected, and it's always fuck MAGA over here. But my smoke is not so much for them, because Republicans gonna do what the fuck they do. They always vote, and they ain't got to be begged like the motherfucking whiny bitch ass Democrats have to be begged to vote. They do what they supposed to do. So that's baked into the cake. My smoke is for the 10 plus or whatever the final number ends up being, Biden voters that stayed the fuck home. You bitches saw what motherfucking Donald Trump did his 4 years in office. You voted his ass out. You've seen him become more racist and more unhinged. And you said, whatever happens, happens. Fuck you. This isn't some realignment of the country. Donald Trump did not get more votes this time than he did in 2020. What it is it's a motherfucking disease of apathy in this country, a disease of stupidity, a disease of letting disinformation win, of people not having fucking civics knowledge, and of people not fucking paying attention to the motherfucking issues, because all of the economic analysis said that Donald Trump's shit is going to make this fucking country worse. So here's what it is. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be on MAGA's head, especially that bitch ass JD Vance, and I'm going to be on all you non-voters ass head, because whatever the fuck happens, bitch, is what y'all motherfucking ask for. When you're getting fucking deported, when your prices is going up, when your healthcare is going away, this is what you bitches ask for. So I don't want to hear shit. It's fucking pathetic that millions of people, tens of millions of people, stopped giving a fuck when everything was on the line this election, and you bitches stayed home.
Well, it's always good to hear from the backbone of our community and the backbone of this country, the black women. A lot of mixed reviews. But anyway, don't let me hold you. Let me bring on Keke Wyatt.
I can picture us in the living room by the mantelpiece, and you're telling me to love me. Put your hand